Back to Bijapur in the wake of the news that we just shared with you, where one police vehicle has been blown away after an IED blast in Bijapur in Chhattisgarh. Those are the visuals on your screen. What we are learning is that 7 personnel have been confirmed dead, and at least 20 jawans, 20 security personnel were in this vehicle that was targeted by the IED. Forces were coming back after an operation that was launched yesterday. The location of this entire IED attack is the Sukma-Bijapur border, a very hot point when it comes, a very huge flashpoint when it comes to the Red Corridor in Chhattisgarh. This comes amid the crackdown on the Naxal threat in the country, ladies and gentlemen. And Home Minister Amit Shah has made it very clear that he wants to end the Naxal threat across the country. And this attack coming in as the crackdown continues in Chhattisgarh. One police vehicle has been blown away. 7 personnel have been confirmed dead. 20 jawans were in this vehicle that was blown off in an IED blast. The forces, these security personnel, these particular 20 security personnel were coming back after an operation that was launched yesterday. The location of this blast is the Sukma-Bijapur border, a very critical point when it comes to the Red Corridor and the operations of Naxal forces. We're getting more updates where 9 have been killed in this entire terror attack that has taken place in Chhattisgarh, where this IED blast has targeted security personnel returning from a mission. 20 were in this vehicle, and now what we are learning is that the death toll has gone up to 9. 9 security personnel have been killed in this Bijapur blast. I'm joined by my colleague Arunima on the broadcast as more and more details trickle in. Arunima, over to you.
Yes, so now the final numbers that have been given by the IG Bastar's office, ADG Vivekanand Sinha has also confirmed this. At least 8 people, 8 jawans are dead. And one driver who was driving the vehicle has also attained martyrdom in this IED blast. There are pictures of the spot which is now available. Maybe we can put them out for our viewers. You see a huge crater that has been created on the road there. And that crater, the picture of the crater perhaps gives you an idea of the kind of impact that the vehicle, this is a pickup vehicle. We are told that at least 20 jawans were traveling in the pickup vehicle. So far, the confirmation of casualties being given is only 9, but the numbers could rise is what local officials are also telling us. And what exactly happened? This was a group, I think, roughly about 24 or more jawans from Chhattisgarh police were on the move. They had carried out an operation in the Abujmar area, and post that they were coming back. When on the Sukma-Bijapur border, they were
Right, we'll try to reconnect with Arunima over there. I think we've lost that line. But those are the visuals on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. You can see the size of that crater caused by that IED blast. This is when this vehicle was passing over this road and the IED was buried under this road and it detonated. You can see the size of that crater, which just goes to show how big this explosive was, which detonated after the vehicle passed over it. What we are learning is that 9 security personnel have been killed in this attack, and also this entire convoy of these security personnel who were coming by this area at the Bijapur-Sukma border. They were returning from a mission which was launched yesterday. So amid the crackdown on the Naxal threat in Chhattisgarh, the Naxal forces have hit back at our security personnel. Tragic news coming in from Chhattisgarh, where 9 security personnel have been confirmed dead. And as Arunima was pointing out, this death toll could go up as the recovery operations are still underway. I'm also joined by PK Mishra, former ADG of the BSF, on the broadcast. So we're seeing these visuals on our screen of the size of this crater that blew off a vehicle of the security forces, where 20 were traveling at the Bijapur-Sukma border. 9 have been confirmed dead amid this crackdown on the Naxal threat in Chhattisgarh. Your first reaction?
Yes, it's a very sad news. One pickup van of security forces, BFG security forces of Bijapur police. That was, in fact, that was ambushed. In fact, they were returning from an operation, and Naxalites, of course, they had the information that they were returning, and they put improvised explosive devices. That was a pressure device which they did put, and the pickup van was blasted, in which 8 jawans of DRG they have died, and excluding one driver. That is total 9 deaths have been reported so far, and it's a very big incident in which after so many successful operations we have lost 8 of our jawans and 1 driver. So it is more or less it happened because of the improvised explosive device, and I can well tell you that perhaps the route was not properly checked and the ROP could not be done. Of course, there are some slacks, some here, but it's a great loss which we could have avoided, particularly in using the vehicles. Anyway, the security personnel, they are going for finding out where exactly the Naxalites came, where they have escaped, and what is the escape route. And in fact, satellites and drones are being used now to track where the Naxalites are, and the operation is still going on. But it is a very big loss, very big loss.
I'm sorry, Mr. Mishra. We're also joined by Mahesh Kashyap, the MP from Bastar from the BJP. Kashyap साहब, हमसे जुड़ने के लिए बहुत शुक्रिया. ये हम विजुअल्स देख रहे हैं हमारे स्क्रीन पे. एक बहुत बड़ा सा क्रेटर इस आईईडी ब्लास्ट ने छोड़ा है. अभी कॉन्फर्मेशन आई है कि 9 जवानों की मौत हुई है. अब रिकवरी ऑपरेशंस आल्सो ग्राउंड पे शुरू हो गए हैं. 20 जवान इस व्हीकल में ट्रैवल कर रहे थे. आपका फर्स्ट रिएक्शन? आपकी सरकार नक्सल थ्रेट पे क्रैकडाउन कर रही है, पर अभी भी उनका थ्रेट अभी भी जायज है छत्तीसगढ़ में.
जी, निश्चित ही आज का ये जो दुर्भाग्यजनक घटना हुआ है, जिसमें हमारे जवानों का 9 जवान शहीद होना पड़ा है, और वो जो नक्सल बीजापुर जिला है, सबसे नक्सल प्रभावित जिला है. और अभी क्योंकि हमारे जो डबल इंजन के सरकार के द्वारा इन लोगों को खदेड़ने का काम पूरा लगभग समाप्ति की ओर है, और अभी हमारा जो टारगेट है, वो टारगेट को हम लक्ष्य की प्राप्ति को आगे बढ़ रहे थे. आपने देखा होगा 150 से 200 से अधिक माओवादियों को मारा, हमारे जवानों ने वहां से मारा है. लेकिन अभी अंतिम समय में, अंतिम सांस में इस प्रकार के दुर्भाग्यजनक घटना का अंजाम देने में कामयाब रहे हैं. लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं छोटा मोटा चूक हुआ होगा, लेकिन ये लोग को साथ बख्शा नहीं जाएगा. मैं अभी 2 दिन पहले ही बीजापुर जिले के दौरे से आया हूँ, और वहाँ एक कायराना हरकत करते हुए महिलाओं के साथ, बच्चों के साथ अभी 5-7 लोगों को, 2 महिलाओं को, जिसमें आंगनबाड़ी कार्यकर्ताओं को भी इन्होंने इसी प्रकार का उनको फांसी देके उनको हत्या किया है. तो इस प्रकार से कायराना हरकत कर रहे हैं, इसीलिए अंतिम सांस के उनको गिनने में मजबूर है. तो हमारे सरकार या हमारे जवान इनके कायराना हरकत से कभी पीछे हटने वाली नहीं है, और हमारे जो लक्ष्य है 2026 तक नक्सलवाद मुक्त, माओवाद मुक्त करना, और वो आपको देखने को मिलेगा. हम इसको कामयाबी प्राप्त करेंगे. हमारे जो शहीद जवान को मैं सत नमन करता हूँ, प्रणाम करता हूँ, जिस प्रकार से दुर्भाग्यजनक घटना हुआ.
कश्यप साहब, पर आप कह रहे हैं कि ये नक्सल थ्रेट जो है, ये इस पे इतना इस पे इतना दबाव आ चुका है कि ये डेस्परेट अटैक्स कर रहे हैं सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस के खिलाफ. ऑल्सो हमने ये भी देखा है कि कैसे काफ़ी नक्सल फाइटर्स ने अपने हथियार भी त्याग दिए हैं और मेन स्ट्रीम उन्होंने ज्वाइन कर दिया है. उसके सक्सेस पे भी ऐसे अटैक्स आ रहे हैं?
हाँ जी, अभी लगातार कल परसों भी उन्होंने आत्मसमर्पण किया है. बहुत सारे बड़े बड़े लीडर आत्मसमर्पण कर रहे हैं, नक्सली मारे भी जा रहे हैं. इसीलिए एक सीमित एरिया में वो लोग छुपे हुए हैं, और वो जो हमारे अबुझमाड़ का जो एरिया है, क्योंकि रोड सड़क से हमारे कनेक्टिविटी से थोड़ा दूर है, इसलिए थोड़ा दिक्कतें तो है. लेकिन हमारे जवान एकदम उस क्षेत्र में डटे हुए हैं, और इसी के कारण इस प्रकार का दुर्भाग्यजनक घटना आज घटा है. लेकिन अभी इनके साथ अब अंतिम लड़ाई है, तो अंतिम लड़ाई में छोटा मोटा हादसा हो सकता है, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. हमारे जो जवानों का जो जिस सोरे है, आप देखा होगा, एकदम अंदरूनी क्षेत्र जहां रोड नहीं है, सड़क नहीं है, वहां पैदल और कई दिन भूखे रह के भी इस प्रकार से यहाँ बस्तर में शांति और अमन लाने के लिए इन्होंने लगातार प्रयासरत है. तो आज ये दुर्भाग्यजनक घटना हुआ है, तो ये हमारे लिए भी क्षति है, पूरे देश के लिए क्षति है. हमारे जवानों के परिवार को ईश्वर उनको शक्ति प्रदान करे, ताकि देश के लिए और बस्तर के लिए उन्होंने शहीद हुआ है. तो ऐसे दुर्भाग्यजनक घटना से हम लोग बड़ा दुखी हैं.